I can relate to Filthy in the way that he's kind of sure about what he wants to do in his life. I feel like I have a general idea of what I want to do in my life, and I feel like I can relate to JB just with his creativity and how he paints, how he draw. I mean, how he makes music and beats, and even his clothes.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good. How about yourself?
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. Well, to start off, obviously, lots of basketball playing involved with the filming of this. So, do you guys have any experience in the sport, or was it just kind of like learning on the go?
Yeah, pretty much learning on the go. When we booked it, we kind of, I'm pretty sure we had like enough expertise to, land us the job at least. And then when we started actually getting into practicing, we practiced like every week leading up to filming. And then when we got to New Orleans to start filming, we still practiced every so often. And then, yeah, and then after a while, it just became secondhand. Like we were doing it for fun. Like it wasn't even something we had to do to get better anymore. It was something we wanted to do to further indulge in the sport.
There are obviously a lot of differences between the two brothers. So, I was curious, do you guys find that you're more similar to your own character or to each other's?
I would say I find similarities in both characters. I feel like just with Filthy, I can relate to Filthy in the way that he's kind of sure about what he wants to do in his life. I feel like I have a general idea of what I want to do in my life, and I feel like I can relate to JB just with his creativity and how he paints, how he draw. I mean, how he makes music and beats, and even his clothes. So yeah, depends on the day.
Well, one of the biggest differences between your guys' characters is that, we have Filthy who sees basketball as his whole life. And then, JB just sees it as part of his life. So can you guys just speak a little bit about, the effect that has on their relationship, as brothers and as a family?
That can definitely create discord. But it's really kind of throwing in Filthy's point of view, it's really kind of throwing like a wrench in the machine, in the gears there, because the machine was running so smoothly at first. And then this sudden stop kind of disorients him in a way that he has to bounce back quickly, but he doesn't really know how. And that kind of creates a rift between both of them. And then the parents have to kind of mend both sides, but ultimately they don't have the power to, they don't have the power to fix it themselves. Ultimately, JB and Filthy will have to fix it themselves. So the parents can only do so much. And I guess that is the task of brotherhood, right?
They're being coached by their dad. So do you think that actually adds a level of pressure to them or takes it off?
I don't think that the fact that they're being coached by their father is what adds the element of pressure. I think it's the fact that their father was so successful in his basketball career. Chuck Bell is like an NBA legend, and his sons, they kind of have to carry that torch a little bit. Especially, I mean, I don't want to speak for Jalyn because Jalyn knows his character better than anyone, but I feel like, for Filthy especially, he looks up to his father, and with JB. I feel like he doesn't really feel the pressure as much just because he's kind of doing his own thing. Jay?
Yeah, I can definitely attest to what you're saying. I think that there is a little bit of pressure regarding Filthy simply because, like Amir said, with his background and him being who he wants to be, but ultimately he doesn't want to disappoint him. He wants him to be proud. And a lot of that comes with him being coached and mentored by him. So I guess you can say that he's happy that he's his coach because, he looks up to his father and he's his hero and he wants to make him proud. But also it's like, he feels like he's almost letting him down sometimes as well when things don't go as planned. So there's kind of that give and take, depends on the situation. But yeah, for sure.
Well, thank you guys so much for chatting with me about the show. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to see what's next.